How big is too big? From a technical standpoint, there's a limit to how much fat you can actually transfer to a butt safely. You want to put fat that's going to live, that's not going to die. You want to give enough room and space for the new fat to grow in and to incorporate with the old fat. And so when you cross that limit, then you start to lose the fat rapidly. And sometimes you can get what we call fat necrosis, with pools of liquid dead fat just sitting in the butt. And it takes months for the body to absorb it, or you may even have to go in and take it out. So that's not something you want to happen. And so you have to be careful about what's too big. What we do is we sculpt the body so that by the time you take the waistline in and you give them that sort of Coke bottle, that reverse S curve, you can make the butt look much bigger than it really is without adding a lot of fat. And I think that's kind of the trick we use now, where making the waist smaller, really pinching the waist in, gives the butt a more full, more round look without pumping it with, 1,000 cc's of fat. What I do is, because sometimes they look at a picture and they want that. And it may not, that person may be much taller than they are, or may have a different body build, and as a surgeon that's not really going to fit them. And what I usually tell them is, we'll do it in stages. We'll put a certain amount of fat, and if you're happy, we'll stop. And if you're not, we'll come back another session and we'll put some more. And that way you sort of give them a chance to appreciate the size, the new size, but on their frame. And I can tell you 9 out of 10, they'll get to a point, they'll stop way before they get to the point where they thought they would end at. That's one way of doing it. The other thing I've done is we have done the sculpting, where we bring the waistline in, and I did transfer the fat. And this patient came back 2 months later and said her butt was too big. Could I liposuction the butt and reduce it, right? And that's how I know that if you really sculpt the body well, you can give the look that they want without necessarily pumping the body with fat. But then there's some people that really want to look like Nicki Minaj. There's nothing you say, and they'll come back 3 or 4 times to get more added until they get there.